And what is marriage? It's a commitment to one another for the rest of your life to your loved one. It's a commitment to not only give love, to receive it. It's a commitment to be the best person you can, not only for yourself, but for your bride or for your husband. It's a commitment to admit when you're wrong and not gloat when you're right. It's a commitment to being the best you, and it's a commitment to share in all life's experiences.
Delaney May, where do I even begin? From the first time I was 13, I knew you always held a special place in my heart. Every time I look at you, I can't help but smile and wonder how we ended up here today. 13-year-old me is jumping up and down right now, wanting to tell everybody I told you so. The laughter that we share is something that I promise to always give you, as well as endless back scratches before bed and 10 p.m. house cleaning sessions that drive me crazy. From fishing trips on the river to chasing deer in the mountains, I wouldn't want to spend it with anyone else but you. I cannot wait to continue this journey of life. Over the years, I have realized you are more than just someone becoming my wife. You became my best friend, my true happiness, and also the person that tests my patience the most. Life will continue to throw challenges at us. Just know that I'll be right by your side every step of the way. To love you, to protect you, to make you smile, and to also irritate you from time to time.
Standing here today, I'm overfilled with joy and love. I've dreamt of this day with you since we were 13. 12 years later, we stand here doing the very thing we said we would do. Back then, I know we meant it, but today is the day we honor it. I tried to think of a moment when I realized I loved you, but truthfully, I don't think we ever stopped. Standing here today, I can tell you with certain that God has made you for me. He knew we not only needed time apart, but strengthened you and I to get through every trial and tribulation we faced. This is why we get to stand here today with a strong bond, and perhaps stronger than the mostly fresh ones. And although we've experienced the worst day of my life, you helping me save Sushi's life, getting bandy, watching you graduate college, and today, the common theme is that you continue to give me the best days of my life. And the best days of my life are with you. I vow to love you at your weakest the way you have for me. I vow to step up for you the way you do for me. I vow to love and support you through every season of life. And I vow to love you fully and honestly for the rest of ours. I vow on days I'm quicker to anger to be quicker to forgiveness. And I vow to always protect you the way you protect me. And lastly, Ruth 1:17. Where you go, I will go. Where you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will lay. And may the Lord do so to me more if I let anything but death be what separates me from you. However, there was one promise I made you keep, which was I had to go first because I can't live in a world that you're not in. So when the Lord calls me home, do not be sad. If we live to be 100, that's only 76 years together, and that's not enough time for our love to fit. And that is why I know there's life after this. Wherever that is, I know you will find me the way you found me here. You are the only thing in the world I am sure of. Promise me when I go to put a picture in my hand so I can show everyone in heaven the man that made me okay. And I promise, just as you waited for me for all these years, this time I promise to wait for you. I vow the rest of my life in dedication to you.
Our hearts are bursting, not just because of our glow today, but because we see so much happiness coming from every part of your being.
I've seen you at every stage of life, DJ, from the bathtub to being your best man, and I've never seen you more sure of yourself, more grounded, or more full of joy than you are.
If you know Delaney in the slightest, you know she loves hard and she fights even harder.
My father would be so proud of her and all accomplishments she has in this life.
I know you'll treat her right. I've witnessed it countless times as you supported her throughout the course of your relationship.
Delaney, thank you for loving my best friend the way you do.
Her and Decker love each other, and I couldn't ask for a better partner and for my sister.
Together, the both of you have already navigated many of life's ups and downs, always supporting and uplifting one another. It truly is. It's beautiful, the way you support each other.
Deej and I met when we were 13. While other kids were sneaking candy or watching PG-13 movies, we were sneaking out to hang out, using mutual friends as decoys. I've always known since those middle school days that there was something special about you, and not just because you could throw a baseball really fast. DJ and I have always had a competitive nature to ourselves, and we always kept it lighthearted. For example, I, being the supportive wife I am, congratulated him anytime the newspaper published his walk-off home run throughout the season, and then he would eventually respond by sending a picture of a shiny ring he won at the state championship when we lost in the semifinals.
Speaking of competitive, let's not forget this moment. I was at a country music festival dancing with my then girlfriend. Suddenly, this girl, now my wife, starts dancing in front of us. We hadn't seen each other for a few years. She was like a bug that just never left, and I realized either this girl is batshit crazy or she's my soulmate. Turns out it was both. Speaking of crazy, my now wife, it wasn't within a few weeks of us dating that Delaney had messaged me saying, want to go on a date to go to Cottage Grove to a random person's house to go buy these life-saving medications to inject her cat, Sushi. I thought she was joking, but we actually went to some random person's house off Facebook and bought her cat these medications.
So after he transferred to the University of Oregon, he had confessed he spent weeks building up courage to message me. And I'm literally talking weeks. And throughout that time, he finally sends me the masterpiece that took his alleged 2 weeks for him to say, I heard, which was spelled H-U-R-D, I transferred to Oregon. I was not sure if I should laugh, cry, or call 911 for him. But obviously it worked. So we ended up going on our date that we refused to call a date. He asked me if we should come over and watch movies, and obviously I said yes. So I asked him if he liked horror movies yet, and he had told me he did, so I put Annabelle on for us. I didn't even make it past the credits, and he was begging to watch Happy Gilmore, so I had to soothe him, telling him it was going to be okay.
Normally, I avoid letting Delaney drive my truck because the girl treats the gas pedal like it insulted her family. But we were driving back from Iowa after summer baseball, and it was her turn to take a leg. Now, I politely asked her to be gentle with my old girl, but did she listen? Of course not. A few hours in, I'm yanked from my peaceful slumber by the sound of Nickelback blaring like it's 2003, and she's got frosted tips. And there she is, grinning, hair blowing in the wind, as we casually pass 4 semis 100 miles an hour. My truck's speedometer looked like it was trying to leave the dashboard. That's when I knew she'd be my wife. No, the real time I knew she'd be my wife was when she had half the baseball team also join in on pinning her cat, Sushi, down for her injections. All my teammates love Delaney, and I'll always make it a point to say she's the fun one. She also had me and all my roommates excited for every Monday to watch The Bachelor, and we would drink barefoot Moscato from the bottle in excitement on which guy was getting sent home. It's amazing how far we have come, from DMing in secret to standing here today in front of all of our family and friends. We've got marriage license, so here legally she can't ghost me after I lose a game anymore.
There's plenty of attributes I could sit and list off about my now husband, but of so many of the following listed are keys to him, and it's much deeper than just being handsome and kind. Decker comes from 2 generations of love that our world doesn't see much anymore. His parents have been together since high school, and his grandparents at this point have been together for like 5,000 years. Both generations raised him, and both generations taught him what true love is. His parents' and grandparents' love is a love that runs deep and has turned into a certain generational wealth that money just can't buy. We are led and loved by examples of thick and thin, and until death do part. Decker has the following characteristic I only got to realize from the following experience. When my father passed away, a lot of things went up in the air for me. I couldn't imagine having children and having to explain what their grandpa would be like, the man that he was, and then missing out on that person. But with time, I get to look at you and think our future kids will be loved the same way my dad loved me. They will get to look at you and say they have the world's best dad, and I as your wife will be able to raise future little babies who were so loved by you. And one day when we're old and wrinkly, they will also get the grandpa that I wish ours would get. Because of the person you are, I get to have the things I miss most in my dad. All of these attributes is what makes us rich regardless of any bank account. And this part of the speech is what I know what my dad would say about my husband today. When Decker and I started to talk again, instead of my father being concerned about my potential broken heart, he instead worried about Decker and I, quote, told me not to make him a victim again, so whatever that means. And usually my dad would give me talkings about how a man would never be good enough. And he truly meant that, but Decker quickly stole his heart, and my dad would begin to call you son. He would speak proudly about you to fellow friends about how his son's doing in baseball and school and all your life accomplishments. He would question when we would get married, and even though he wasn't much of a planner, instead of you asking him for permission, he practically asked you for his. And when my dad was in the hospital and you called him for his blessing, anyone that entered the room would grin and say, "You will never believe what happened. Decker is going to marry my daughter, and I would be damn proud to have him as a son. I know to my dad he's able to rest peacefully knowing you're the one taking care of me for the rest of my life. All he ever wanted was for you to be his son and for me to be your wife, and I know he's telling you again today. I love you more than you will ever know. And to everyone here, thank you for putting up with us growing up, growing together, and now growing old together. And to our families, thank you for eventually letting us hang out with permission. And sorry for the lies, but look, it worked out." Now, in reference to May 6th of 2016, we have waited 3,361 days. So tradition that we've had, my dad loved Fireball, and on any happy days, we had done Fireball toast. Cheers to Greg.
Yeah. Cheers to Greg! Woo!
wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. I would die, I would die, I would die, I would die, I would die.